Hey Paranormies, welcome back to the light side of the paranormal. My name is Alice, and today I'm going to be sharing with you a super fun game that is not sponsored that I have been playing. This is a game that you're probably sick of hearing about in people's sponsors on their video, but you've probably not heard many people that have played it. And I am the opposite of that. This is not sponsored and I'm just enjoying playing it. So this is a game that I play with my hubby and my stepson. He's a preteen. This is really fun because my hubby enjoys solving codes, I enjoy horror, and my little guy enjoys mysteries. So this is kind of the perfect cocktail of awesome things for us to play. And it is called, as you can tell from the title of this video, Hunt a Killer. Yes, Hunt a Killer. There are many different types of games that you can get with Hunt a Killer, so depending on what your interests are, there's pretty much something for everyone. But because of my love for horror, especially classic horror, I got the Blair Witch Box. This is actually affiliated with Lionsgate themselves, as you can see at the top here. So it's super legit and it's honestly so much fun. So I have finished this season of the game, which is basically the first box that you get. So yes, this is not a new unboxing, but I am going to unbox it with you guys right here. So, here we are. Ooh, don't look at my notes! Spoiler! So the first card indicates everything that is in the box, and if you don't have any of these items, you can contact them and they'll just send you another one. I believe they will give you the hookup too if you lose something. I can put this in front of the camera for you. I don't usually do unboxing videos, this is Jenna's thing, so I'm just gonna do my own thing with it, and if you hate it, please let me know. I won't do it again. Alright, so we have the letter from Rosemary, a map of can't say it. I rock at this. Okay, let's try this again. A map of Burkittsville, which is the town that this is taking place in. Liam's notebook, that will make sense later. A magazine spread, a newspaper article, Liam's behavioral record. Yes, he gets in trouble at school. Interview transcripts, missing persons report, a pen, and a bracelet. And it is, I would say, an intermediate level of difficulty. So if you're having trouble, there are hints that you can get online, but to me, that just sucks all the fun out of it. So if you gotta put it down and then come back to it, in my opinion, that's the best way to play, but you do you, and I will support that. So as you saw when I first opened it, everything comes in this gigantic envelope, which I like. I feel like it adds to the detective nature, and they really go all out with almost creating an alternate reality game for you to be in. There's this whole universe. There's like voice actors and a podcast, and it's really cool the amount of effort that they put in to fully immerse you into the experience. So there is a newspaper clipping, the actual newspaper on the back. So the fact that they do have an advertisement at the back, once again, really adds to the authenticity of what you're looking at. There were multiple times where I had to remind myself that this was a game. So next we have Liam Kent's notebook. So this is very like 2001 when you're in math class. Or no, I guess it's more like writing, which makes sense. It's a notebook. But anyways, that's beside the point. So yeah, I thought this was really cool. I'm not going to share too much of what's inside because that could spoil the game for you. But there's actual writing inside. Different types of handwriting, and I like that it's not just printed out. It looks like someone actually wrote this with a pen and then photocopied it to make this book. And there's lots of blank pages at the back if you decide that you just want to keep this as your own notebook after the game's over. Now this is Rosemary's letter. Rosemary is Liam, who is the missing child's mom. So she is kind of your source for the case. She's the one that's sharing all the info with you. She's the one that's mailing you the envelopes and conversing with you and trying to find her son. Oh yeah, did I mention that it's about a missing person? It is. Okay, now we know. This one is typed out, but she does have a personal signature at the bottom, which is really cool. I'm a very visual person, so I highlight things and stuff like that. You don't have to, but I just find for me it helps to go back to things when I'm trying to solve the mystery. And next we have the Burkittsville map, which is made in the form of like a folded up pamphlet that you would get at a museum. They really go ham with making this like a real thing. So I'm going to show you as I'm unfolding it here. Alright, so there's Burkittsville, and it's a cute little cottage scene with nice little flowers at the bottom. Then you open it up. So this is a map of the town, and as you can see there are numbers indicating which building is what, and those are all explained at the bottom of the sheet, which gives you kind of a synopsis on the buildings themselves, what year they were built, and what they are and what happens there. This is extremely informative and was so much fun. Don't worry, the things that I've circled on here are not correct. It was just part of the investigation that we did, but I think this is really, really cool and I wanted to share it with you guys. Yeah. Oh yeah, and they even have the little like history museum seal. Adorable. So once Liam was pronounced missing, the sheriff called out for anyone that had seen him the last day that he was seen to come forward and explain where he was and all that jazz. So that is in the police reports that are in this page that you can hardly see. So that is what that is. I don't want to bring that too close because there are some important details on there. Oh yay! So this is actually the police reports. What I just showed you was his records of at school. So sorry about that. So now we're back at the police reports. So like I said, that is what's here. So it's just their questions and answers and things that I highlighted that I don't want you to see, but yeah, there's the little Burkittsville sheriff's seal. Once again, very, very cool. Love that. Love they went through the trouble of making this all seem so legitimate. This is a blank piece of paper that we just threw in there to try and decode all of the secret messages. So I'm not going to show you that at all because this is pretty much everything you need to use to solve the mystery. So I know you can't see it, so I would recommend having a blank piece of paper on you though, because that will really help. There's a lot to write down and a lot to try and unpack and solve, so having a separate piece of paper to do that will just make it way less confusing and to keep it all in one place. My personal favorite item in this box is the Witch's Woods magazine. How cool is that? So I immediately gravitated towards this when we first opened the envelope. Yes, this was all in the envelope. This isn't going to give anything away. I just want to read some of this to you because this is a legit magazine. Look at how cool that is. That's the woods, you guys. That's where things are happening. You can put two and two together and try and figure out who this is about. The way my grandfather told me the story, the people of Blair pummeled her with rocks. Once their thirst for revenge was stated, some of the men dragged her out into the forest and left her there, tied to an old tree. Primary sources are few and far between, but some secondary literature indicates that the accused may have been hanged from one of the oldest trees in the Black Hills forest, an old dead tree whose bark was white like ash. So cool, right? So cool. An interesting fact, hikers often found strange carvings on many of the forest's older trees for months after the case was closed. However, sightings of those carvings eventually died down. Isn't that strange? Shouldn't carvings on a tree trunk have been more permanent than that? Okay, the last one I'm going to read to you just because I love this so much. While uncertainty clouds the region's present and mystery haunts its past, one thing is and always has been certain. The Black Hills Forest is a region afflicted by the trauma of those who have vanished there, and perhaps by the creatures who took them as well. Ooh, right? Oh, so cool. Okay, the last two things I don't have with me because I sent them to school with my stepson because he loved them so much. So there is a bracelet, and so it's supposed to be Liam's bracelet, and it's a black string with a silver tooth charm hanging off of it. Super cool, but like, why was Liam wearing that? We don't know yet. Maybe we'll find out in the next box. And the next thing was a pen, but it's actually a really cool pen. So it doesn't write like a normal pen would, but there's a button on it where a blue light comes on and you can see hidden messages within some of the sheets of paper that are in the box. So things are not as they seem at a first glance. Really take the time to fully investigate every corner, every single inch of every paper inside this box. I won't discuss pricing because that is different for everybody, and there are a lot of people on the internet that you can get promo codes from for this. Especially if you're just trying it out for the first time, definitely take advantage of those promo codes, but I'm sorry, we do not have one for you. If you have any further questions about the Blair Witch Hunt a Killer box, please comment them down below. I have been loving this so much. Please let me know in the comments if you have played this before or what your initial reaction is to this. Please like this video if you want me to do another one of these videos about Season 2. Yes, I just finished Season 2 with my fam jam, and this was even better than Season 1. I can't wait to see what the third box brings. Like it, show me that you want it, yeah. Ooh, she's feeling crazy tonight. Please follow us on Instagram, TLS_paranormal. We also have our personal Instagrams in the description of this video if you want to follow us there. Share this video with someone that you want to play this game with. And live your life with love and light. We'll see you next time. Bye!